I'm Bethany Black and I'm playing Helen. She's a trans woman who's sort of, apparently, I would suspect, a few years younger than I am. And she's got an ex who's sort of starting to get a little bit stalkery and a little bit creepy, and I'm trying to put a stop to that. When I go and push my Eddie, who is my ex, a little bit too far, he goes and releases a sex tape of me online, which, you know, I think is now that the technology sort of caught up, a lot of people have sex tapes out there. It's one of those things that seems to happen more and more these days, and as far as I can tell, it's fairly universal as far as anywhere that has internet access and access to cheap digital photography. Initially, the casting call went out saying they're looking for a trans woman between the ages of 20 and 40 from Manchester, which really narrows the field down. And so instantly, within about 5 minutes of that being put out online, I had 40 messages in my Facebook inbox going, "Beth, have you seen this? You've got to go for this. This is you." I've never been one to do what people tell me, but when you've got 40 people telling you, I normally live by the rule that if 3 separate people tell you should do something, you should do it. And there was enough people there for me to go, right, yeah, all right, I'll give this a go. So I had a look through it, and there's so much of the stuff that happens in there, so much of the relationship with Helen's parents, so much of her relationship with her co-workers that is exactly like my life, that the second and third time I read through the script, it's always that way. I'm so stubborn that I will get something, I'm not, read through it and go, yeah, no, that's not like that, that's you know, that's not who I am. And then I read it a second time, and then read it a third time, and then read it a fourth time, and just went, this is just absolutely amazing. This is such a good script. There is so much stuff in there that I can relate to. I think the relationship with her parents is absolutely fantastic, because often there's been this narrative within the media, this story arc that if you're trans, you come out, you lose all your friends and all your family, and you end up having to either be a sex worker, or you have to hide from everyone and not tell anyone, and the second that you do tell someone, it's all going to end up in the papers and everyone's going to hate you, and then you're going to die. And this doesn't do that. That's what's great about this, is that it is so real, is that you know, her parents don't disown her. Her parents are really supportive. Her parents are really nice, and it's been really good doing the scenes with the people who play my parents. That's one of the things that I do like about this series, is the absence of homophobia in it, is that it goes and subverts expectations. And it also subverts expectations with transphobia. I mean, the thing is that trans people, trans rights are sort of like about 30 to 40 years behind gay rights. So being trans and being out is a very dangerous position to be in for a lot of people. You know, if you come out as trans, then you can lose your job, you can get attacked, you can have people, you know, have a go at you. And the fact that within this, there is very subtle transphobia in a couple of scenes. There's only one person. What I really like about that in this show is the way that my character deals with that, is that my character doesn't let it affect her, and really humanises people, which I think is absolutely vital. And also that the transphobia that comes across, the subtle transphobia, all the way through it, you're rooting for Helen. You know, you are rooting for her. When this happens, you are not on the side of the person who's being bigoted. You are on my side for this. And I think that is absolutely vitally important. I think it's a massive step forward in television, and I'm so proud to be a part of this. It feels like every day on this feels like Christmas morning when you're a kid. It just feels like we're making history and making just something that I'm so proud to be a part of.